In the heart of a silent and unforgiving desert, where the sun scorches the earth and the wind whispers ancient secrets, massive stones appear to move across the cracked ground, leaving behind mysterious trails that stretch for meters. These silent travelers seem to defy logic, gliding slowly but surely across the barren landscape. These are the legendary sailing stones of Racetrack Playa, rocks that seem to glide unaided, their tracks sometimes stretching for hundreds of meters across the flat, sun-baked surface. The sight is both mesmerizing and perplexing, as if the desert itself is alive and moving. No footprints, no animal tracks, just the stones and their silent, solitary journeys. The playa remains untouched except for these enigmatic lines, as if the rocks have a secret life when no one is watching. The contrast between the heavy, immovable-looking rocks and the delicate, winding lines they carve has puzzled visitors and scientists alike for generations. Each trail is a riddle written in the dust, inviting speculation and wonder. Some of these stones weigh over 300 kilograms, heavier than a grown man, yet they somehow move across a nearly flat, seemingly frictionless surface, as if guided by an invisible hand. The tracks remain for years, sometimes decades, each one a lasting record of a secret journey. Some trails cross and intersect, telling silent stories of movement and time. What force could possibly move these stones? Is it the wind, the rain, or something more mysterious? The answer has eluded explanation for decades, fueling curiosity and debate. The question has turned this remote, desolate corner of Death Valley into a place of legend and wonder, drawing travelers, scientists, and dreamers from around the world to witness the phenomenon for themselves. It's a spectacle that challenges what we think we know about the natural world, a reminder that even in the harshest places, mysteries endure, waiting to be discovered. Death Valley is a land of extremes, scorching heat, rare rain, and vast, flat landscapes. Here, the sun beats down relentlessly, creating one of the hottest and driest places on Earth. The environment is both beautiful and unforgiving, with temperatures soaring to record-breaking highs and rainfall so scarce that life clings to survival. Racetrack Playa, a dry lake bed nearly 3 miles long, is exceptionally flat and smooth, surrounded by rugged hills that rise dramatically from the desert floor. This remote expanse is famous for its surreal, otherworldly appearance, drawing adventurers and scientists alike. The journey here is tough, with rough roads and isolation preserving its untouched mystery. Only the most determined travelers make it, adding to the sense of wonder and solitude that defines this place. The playa's surface is fine clay, slick and slippery when wet, but usually baked hard by the relentless sun. Over time, the clay cracks and forms intricate patterns, telling the story of the harsh climate. Its near-perfect flatness means even a slight force, like a gentle push or a gust of wind, can move objects across it, leaving mysterious trails behind. Powerful winds sweep across the playa, and rare rainstorms briefly transform the landscape, creating a slick surface that sets the stage for movement. Dramatic temperature swings from scorching days to chilly nights all play a role in shaping this unique environment. These unique conditions set the stage for the sailing stone's mysterious dance as rocks seem to glide across the playa, leaving long, winding trails that have puzzled observers for generations. The sailing stones captured imaginations in the mid-20th century. Heavy rocks, some weighing hundreds of pounds, left clear trails, yet no one ever saw them move. The tracks weren't random. Some were straight, others curved, and some rocks seemed to travel together. Theories abounded: powerful winds, magnetism, even aliens. But hurricane-force winds would leave other marks, and magnetism lacked evidence. For decades, the phenomenon remained folklore and debate, a riddle written in stone. The playa's mystery invited everyone to guess and wonder. What invisible force could move these stones? The wind theory was the earliest and most persistent explanation. Strong desert winds, combined with slick mud after rain, seemed plausible, but calculations showed the required wind speeds would be extreme, more like a tornado than a desert breeze. The playa's surface showed no signs of such violence. Other ideas emerged: dust devils, magnetism, even the Earth's magnetic field. None could fully explain the parallel tracks or sudden changes in direction. The event was so rare and conditions so specific, the truth remained elusive. The stones kept their secret, resisting every theory. Scientists began a decades-long stakeout, determined to solve the mystery. Early studies marked and tracked stones for years, confirming real movement but never witnessing it. Later, researchers installed weather stations and motion sensors, hoping to catch the stones in action. The events were rare, sometimes years apart, and the conditions unpredictable. Each new team built on the last, ruling out fanciful theories and narrowing the possibilities. The scientific patience was remarkable, but the rocks remained stubbornly silent. For over 50 years, the answer stayed just out of reach. The stage was set for a breakthrough. In 2013, after decades of speculation and wonder, the mystery of the moving stones was finally solved by a dedicated team of scientists. Researchers carefully equipped several rocks with GPS trackers and set up an array of cameras and weather stations across the playa, determined to capture every detail of this elusive phenomenon. After a rare combination of rainfall and snowfall, the usually dry playa was transformed, covered in a thin, shallow pool of water that soon froze solid overnight, creating a fragile layer of ice. As the sun rose and warmed the landscape, the thin sheets of ice began to crack and break apart. Gentle morning winds pushed these floating ice panels slowly across the playa's surface. Rocks trapped within the ice sheets were carried along, scraping slowly across the soft, wet mud beneath, leaving behind the mysterious trails that had puzzled observers for generations. Sometimes, several rocks were caught in the same moving ice sheet, causing them to travel together and create perfectly parallel tracks, a sight both mesmerizing and perplexing. The answer turned out to be a delicate balance of water, ice, and wind, three ordinary forces working together in just the right way to create an extraordinary and rare event. The sailing stones of Racetrack Playa remind us that nature's greatest mysteries often hide in plain sight, waiting for patient observation, curiosity, and a little bit of luck to finally reveal their secrets.